Sophia, and today I'll be discussing the different financial aspects that go into dentistry and if it really makes this profession worth it. So to talk a little bit about myself and why I chose to investigate on this issue and talk about it is because my passion is to become a dentist, and this is something I really want to achieve. So I want to learn more about it. And through extensive research, interviewing, and shadowing my past dentists, I believe I've gained the skills and knowledge to really talk about this issue and what I think about it, especially when it comes to the finances of it. When it comes to dentistry, it's not only the dental school debt that has to be paid back, but there's so much that goes into running a whole business and still having enough money to live a good and happy life, which is a big issue when it comes to dentists and could cause a lot of mental and physical stress on them. According to the Journal of Dental Education for the class of 2016 graduates, 34% graduated with $300,000 of debt and more, 28% graduated with debt of $200,000 to $300,000, while only 16% graduated with no debt. This shows that the most amount of students that graduated during that year had debt of over $300,000, which is a large amount of money that most likely would have to be paid back for a long time for dentists. In addition to having to pay back hundreds and thousands of debt from dental school, there's also a lot of money lost studying those 4 years in dental school that could have been earned with only a bachelor's. According to PayScale, the average student with a bachelor's in chemistry earns $74,000 a year, which could result in a loss of $300,000 for those who are continuing to get a PhD in dentistry for the 4 years of dental school. In addition to that, there's also a lot of other things that have to be paid for in dental school rather than tuition, such as the dental admission test, textbooks, dental supplies, medical travels, and more. So when it comes to the money earned back from dentistry, I believe it is something that is definitely worth it. Dentists have a higher ROI compared to physicians. Now, ROI stands for return on investment, and it is used to calculate whether the cost of going to graduate school is worth it for students in poor financial situations. Dentists showed to have an annual of around 20.7% ROI, while physicians seem to have a 15.9% ROI, which is only a little bit smaller. The average ROI for dentists from 2005 to 2011 was a great 29.4%, which I believe is a great number that signifies why dentistry is completely worth it when it comes to the financial aspect, even though there's a lot of debt associated with it. When it also comes to the money, it is not something to complain about. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average pay for a dentist in 2019 was a little over $159,000 a year. And this could be for one who is experienced, but for those who are just beginning this field, it is also a good amount. According to PayScale, the average salary for those who are starting in dentistry is around $119,000, which indicates also a very high salary for those who are beginning in this profession. When reading about all these statistics and information, I believe that dentistry is definitely worth it. Even through the high amounts of debt that have to be paid and the money that has to go into running a business, there seems to be a high return of interest, and the salary is something great that could help out with that issue. In addition to that, being a dentist isn't all about having the money, but it is about making beautiful smiles, helping people gain their confidence back, and making people's lives better. And so even if it means going through a little bit of stress and debt to do something that one loves, I believe makes it definitely worth it.